It's Eris. And finally, what collective name was given to the nymphs who lived in a garden in the far west and, with the aid of a dragon, guarded a tree that bore golden apples, a gift given to Hera when she married Zeus? Let's have an answer.
No, sorry.
They were known as the Hesperides. 10 points for this. Discovered on the southern shore of the Bay of Skye on mainland in the Orkney Islands, what name has been given to the Neolithic village that consists of 8 one-room stone dwellings?
Sheffield Bolton.
Scarabray.
Scarabray is correct. Your bonuses now are on Mutiny, Sheffield. In June 1611, which explorer and captain of the Discovery was, along with his son and a few others, cast adrift in an open boat by his mutinous crew?
Bligh.
No, it was Henry Hudson. Which mutiny in the British Atlantic Fleet took place in Cromarty Firth in September 1931 after the government proposed severe pay cuts, in particular for junior ratings?
No, sorry.
That was the Invergordon Mutiny. And finally, now part of a British overseas territory, which island in Polynesia was settled in 1790 by 9 mutineers from the Bounty together with some Tahitians?
Pitcairn.
Correct. Another starter question now. For what does the initial D stand in the abbreviations DDE, a method of data exchange, DHTML, a hypertext language, and DHCP, a method of supplying computers with certain network configuration information?
Sheffield Thurkle.
Data.
Anyone like to buzz for Magdalen?
Magdalen McComish.
Direct.
No, it's dynamic. 10 points for this. In 1993, which British composer was commissioned by the Lille Festival to write a work for the opening of a new line of the TGV? The piece MGV, or Musique à grande vitesse, was also used by the choreographer Christopher Wheeldon for his ballet DGV, or Danse à grande vitesse.
Magdalen Cudmore.
Peter Maxwell Davis.
No, anyone like to buzz from Sheffield?
Sheffield Bennett.
Thomas Ardes.
No, it's Michael Nyman. 10 points for this. Also known as the auditory or pharyngotympanic tube. Which tube is named after a 16th century...
Magdalen Haddad Fonda.
Ear canal.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. It's named after a 16th century Italian anatomist...
Sheffield Bolton.
Eustachian.
Eustachian is correct, after Eustachio. Your bonuses this time, Sheffield, are on African reserves. Firstly, for 5, taking its name in part from a pastoral people who inhabit its outer area. Which Kenyan game reserve is the scene of the annual Great Wildebeest Migration from the Serengeti?
Masai Mara.
Correct. What is the world's largest inland delta, the northwest corner of which is the site of Botswana's Moremi Wildlife Reserve?
Okavango.
Correct. One of the largest wildlife reserves in the world, the Selous Game Reserve, is located in which African country?
South Africa.
No, it's Tanzania. Time for a music round now. Your music starter is an excerpt from a piece of classical music. 10 points if you can tell me the name of the composer.
Magdalen Haddad Fonda.
Offenbach.
Offenbach is right. It's from Orpheus in the Underworld. He was born in Germany. Your bonuses are music by 3 more 19th century German romantic composers. 5 points for each you can name. Firstly...
Schumann.
Schumann is correct. Yes, Traumerei. Secondly...
Schubert.
No, that's Max Bruch. And finally...
Brahms.
It is Brahms' Hungarian Dance number 5. 10 points for this starter question. What name is that of the area of New Hampshire where the gathering was held and is given to the meeting of 43 countries in 1944 that led to the establishment...
Magdalen Haddad Fonda.
That is Bretton Woods.
Bretton Woods is correct, yes. Your bonuses this time, Magdalen, are on French sociologists. Firstly, for 5 points. The author in 1979 of Distinction, a social critique of the judgment of taste, which sociologist introduced the term cultural capital to mean a person's ideas and tastes that can be used as resources in social action?
Pierre Bourdieu.
Correct. Known for his profound disagreement with Marxism, which long-standing columnist for Le Figaro wrote the 1955 work The Opium of the Intellectuals?
No, it's
Halifax.
No, that was Aron. And finally, widely regarded as the founder of the French School of Sociology, who wrote The Division of Labour in Society in 1892 and the 1897 study Suicide.
Durkheim.
Correct. Another starter question now. Covering areas of present-day Germany and the Netherlands, which historic duchy along the River Rhine was ruled from 1521 by Duke John...
Magdalen McComish.
Cleves.
Cleves is correct. Your bonuses now are on a human quality, Magdalen, also known as Childermass, which Roman Catholic festival is held on December the 28th in memory of the children supposedly killed by Herod after the birth of Jesus.
Holy Innocents. Yeah.
Holy Innocents.
Holy Innocents' Day is correct, yes. Born 1577, which Flemish artist painted the Massacre of the Innocents, which in 2002 became the most expensive Old Master sold at auction when it reached a price of nearly £50 million.
Rubens.
Correct. Innocent III, Pope from 1198, made which English king accept Stephen Langton as Archbishop of Canterbury?
John.
Correct. Another starter question now. What name means soybean cake in Indonesian and is given to low-fat, high-protein foods formed from cooked soya beans, which are then exposed to the strain of bacteria Rhizopus oligo...
Sheffield Bolton.
Tofu?
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Rhizopus oligosporus.
Magdalen Chan.
Bean curd.
It's tempeh. 10 points for this starter question. Which music prize for the best album from the United Kingdom and Ireland was established as an alternative to the Brit Awards? The first...
Sheffield Bolton.
Mercury.
The Mercury Prize is correct, yes. Your bonuses this time, Sheffield, are on astronomy. Intersecting the celestial equator at the vernal and autumnal equinoxes, what name is given to the plane of the Earth's orbit around the Sun?
Ecliptic.
Correct. Derived from the Greek for zoo, what term indicates the group of constellations lying on the ecliptic?
The Zodiac.
Correct. Which planet of the solar system has an orbit that is tilted significantly away from the ecliptic plane by approximately 7 degrees?
Uranus.
No, it's Mercury. 10 points for this. The Northumbrian scholar Alcuin, the German monk Notker the Stammerer, and the Frankish courtier Einhard are among early sources.
Magdalen Haddad Fonda.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne is correct, yes. Well done. Your bonuses this time are on negatives, Magdalen. The negative of the present participle of the Latin word meaning to speak is the origin of which common English word?
Negative to speak.
Yeah.
Do you have any Latin terms?
Yes. Silence.
No.
Palo. Nick Palo.
I don't know.
Let's have it.
Is it silence?
No, it's infant. Secondly, what is the original meaning of the Old English word couth, now more common as a back formation meaning well-mannered, from its negative uncouth?
Rude.
Rude.
No, it's familiar or known. And what is the meaning, finally, of the old Germanic word reed, now surviving only in the negative adjectival form of unready, as the epithet of King Ethelred II?
Yeah.
Advice.
Advice or counsel is right, yes. Another starter question. Applied to individual countries and including statistics such as life expectancy, education and GDP, for what do the initials HD...
Magdalen McComish.
Human Development Index.
Correct. These bonuses could give you the lead. They're on chemical elements. In each case, I will give the definition of a word that is an anagram of a chemical element. For example, livers is an anagram of silver. Name the element in each case. Firstly, a French epithet given to films usually in a bleak urban setting that are marked by a mood of pessimism, fatalism and menace.
Iron.
Correct. From noir. A deep and sustained expression of grief, distress or disapprobation.
Mourning, bereavement.
Grief.
Yeah.
Is there anything in grief?
Grief. I don't think so.
Let's have it.
Freak.
We don't know, sir.
It's argon from groan. And finally, the egg of a headlouse.
Is it
Knit.
tin?
Tin.
Tin is correct, yes. Start question now. Level pegging. 10 points for this. Reckoned to have a population of around 15 million. The island of Salsette, or Sashti as it is known in Marathi, is the location of which major Asian city?
Magdalen Haddad Fonda.
Singapore.
No, like to buzz for anyone?
Sheffield Bennett.
Bombay.
Bombay or Mumbai is correct. You retake the lead.